Hey guys, Lynn Marie here. I'm hoping with this new lovely mic that I have on, you can hear me even though I'm at Good On You Cafe in Encinitas, California, taking the show on the road. Today's Quit of the Week is brought to you courtesy of a conversation I had with Josh Trent on Wellness Force. Our episodes on each other's podcast will be out in early December. And I was going to do this episode, and I happened to be at this restaurant, and look who's here. Like, actual Josh Trent. There he is. No kidding. I mean, he's meeting with Stef Sifandos, who I'm meeting with next, so that's not a coincidence, but the fact that Josh is here is a total coincidence, and I love life like that. But Josh had brought up a concept when we were talking on the interview about white knuckling things. And if that's not a phrase you resonate with, it's kind of just this concept of like hanging on for dear life or trying to like fight for something really hard. And I found so many times that when I end up doing that, it's not the right outcome. If I have to fight for something, it's probably not something that should have happened. And I know we talked about this on one of the first quits of the week, which was quitting anything that doesn't come with ease. And this is kind of the other side of the coin. But I'll give you an example from my own life of when I was trying to white knuckle something, and when I stopped, everything worked out fine. So this past weekend, I had a book signing, and there was going to be at Barnes & Noble, and there was going to be a little talk. They were letting us each talk for like 10 minutes beforehand. And I really wanted somebody to get a nice recording of this. And unfortunately, they only let me know Friday about the book signing on Saturday because they didn't get the books until Friday. So Friday night, I was like, I've got to find a videographer. I've got to hire somebody to do this. So I wrote to my friend Josh, same guy. And I said, who's your go-to videographer? It's another guy named Josh McMurtry. Josh and Colin are two of his go-to guys. And I said, well, can you give me their contacts? I'm going to see if they can do it. And I had already emailed one of them. And then I run into some friends, and they're like, we'll go and do it for you. And these are friends that I had just met that day. Like, we were internet, Facebook friends, but they were in San Diego for a conference. We're going to go do it. Great. So like white knuckling number one, I was like, oh, please, somebody help me find this. I've got only one night to find it. Okay, the friends are going to do it. Well, friends come to the thing, and I end up being the 10th out of 10 speakers, and they each had 10 minutes. So you can do the math in the fact that my poor friends were sitting there for quite some time, and they needed to get back to LA. And I was sitting there, again, white knuckling it like, oh, I wish everybody would talk faster so that my poor friends don't have to stay here so long to record this thing for me. And finally they were like, we have to leave. And I was like, okay, what am I going to do? It's all right, you guys go ahead. But like, I'm thinking to myself, I still want this really well recorded. Turns out that the guy who goes before me, he says in front of everybody, I don't have any friends to record this. Can somebody take a picture? And this guy in the front row, who was husband of one of the authors, he's like, I'll do it. So that kind of set the stage for me. And so when I got up there, I said, I had friends, but they left. So would you mind maybe recording a bit of this? The guy goes on to record the whole thing. You might have seen it on Facebook. In the past few days, I posted it. I was so grateful. But it was just another example of how, like, I'm trying so hard to control every little detail of things. And if I just breathe and know that the universe has my back, things are probably going to work out. It doesn't mean don't try. It just means that when you keep trying and trying so hard and you're getting very frustrated, maybe just take a step back and just trust. Things are going to be okay. All right. I certainly hope that you guys can have heard any of this. This is a very loud cafe, but I am trusting this lovely lav mic that John sent me, that this is hopefully getting through to you guys. If it isn't, I'll redo it at some point in time. But for now, I hope you all are having a fantastic week. If you have any questions for me, please post them in the comments. I'm going to be doing Instagram Live. Same type of material later, maybe from a quieter location. But until next week, and for the rest of you on podcast land, happy quitting.